the Simpli Living Podcast, hosted on the Simply Stacy YouTube channel. We are now going to do Ready to Love Season 3, Episode 5. Watch with me, see my honest reactions, and hear how I feel about all the issues that they encounter and see how I feel about all of this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys have been amazing watching my videos. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. That's how you get the notification. This week's episode is called Eyes Wide Open. And I've seen the previews. There is a Masquerade ball and I am super excited about it. I'm going to get started with my top 3 from last week. 2 of them have not changed. The third one, however, it does alternate from week to week. So the very first couple that I love is Liz and David. They have that spiritual connection. It's a God thing with them, and I really enjoy that. We found out that not only is David practicing abstinence, so is Liz, and I think that's going to be super amazing for the both of them. I think they have a lot of the same values and morals, and spiritually, it seems like they're on the same page. They're equally yoked, so yay for David and Liz. Number 2 is Joelle and Vernisha. I really like them, and I don't know if it's that family dynamic. She's a single mom, he's a single dad. I feel like they could have a cute little blended family, and they also have such great chemistry. If you guys have watched this show, they have amazing chemistry together, which I absolutely love. And then my third couple, I think I changed it last week to the DA or the district attorney, lawyer Amber. Lawyer Bay Amber, she's the youngest, and Chris from last season of Ready to Love. I kind of like them together. They have similar... Okay, they don't have similar backgrounds, but they do have some things that they have in common, such as like meeting siblings once they were adults already, or at least older, meeting and or reuniting, because I believe that in Amber's case, her and her sibling were separated when they went into foster care or adoption, and then they linked up, maybe last year or the year before. And then with Chris, his father just had a lot of kids. I think he's one of 11. And his dad's family was having a reunion. He went and met some of his other siblings that he had never met before. So reunited and met for the first time. So they had that in common. And so I'm excited to see what this week holds. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you think I'm on point with those 3 couples. I'll let you know if that changes next time. Last week, Troy went home. The 51-year-old cheek kisser. Like, he was offering trips to anybody that would listen and kissing each and every woman on the cheek, forehead. And then he forgot. Like, he had amnesia. He forgot he just kissed somebody 5 minutes ago. It was a whole lot, and the women were not feeling it. So he did go home. I have called it, all 5 people who have gone home, I have called it each week. Guys, this week I don't have a go-homer. So if it's a lady, I honestly do not have a person that will go home. The only one I can foresee going home would be the comedian. And only because week 1 or 2, everyone was saying that they saw her more as a homie type figure. And I'm not sure that I get homie vibes from her. Very curvaceous, very friendly, but Dietrich likes her. But the only thing is, if only one guy likes you, you still may go home. So I guess if it's a Women's Day, I would say so far, she's the only one I think would be on the chopping block. But let me get into it. I guess we'll see. I'm not confident in that choice like I have been with every other choice in the past. The rest of the ladies and guys are all pretty cool. So, let's get into it.
Previously on Ready to Love. This week, the focus is digging deeper. I'll be the first person to tell you, I need you more than you need me.
I want to feel that. Ron really surprised me. Ron is it right now.
Let's say it's something really serious. Do you mind if I know your password?
That would be a red flag for me.
Really?
Yes.
We should do it then. Trust me. I need to give Trust a chance and just see where this can take us.
You not only told me I was your number one, but it's some other women that you're telling are your number one.
Because of those disingenuous moments, the ladies have determined that you're not ready to love.
Okay, it's a guys' meter with Tommy, nephew Tommy.
Can't talk, man. Can't complain.
Hey, you good, baby? Yes, sir.
So, Tommy,
You got so fat, man.
I love when the fellas get together with Tommy in the gentleman's lounge.
Stacy,
But more importantly, I really love getting that free game from Tommy.
got the stingy brim on. I like it.
Because he be dropping them gems.
Welcome back to the Gentleman's Lounge.
good to see you, sir.
Last week, the women had the power to eliminate. Unfortunately, they decided our brother Troy just wasn't ready to love.
Yeah. When I heard that, I was like, dang, this is some serious stuff, bro. Like, no games, please. This ain't no Pac-Man. I get my head cut off just like anybody else. I ain't trying to do that.
When you're dating somebody, you need to know if they have the ability to handle themselves in any type of situation. Especially when it's a bit more formal. I'm inviting you all to one of Houston's most beautiful properties for an elegant masquerade ball.
Masquerade ball. This is going to
This
be
week gonna be the real deal.
exciting.
So y'all better head to the good side of your closet. You know these ladies gonna be some showstoppers.
They got to be
You
dapper.
know that, right?
I am excited about seeing the ladies dressed up in their gowns. You know, I typically go to events that require you to dress up. So anytime I'm choosing somebody for myself, I take all that into account.
That's David.
This week
He
I want
likes a
y'all
lady to dress
keep
himself
dating,
because he go to those
spend some
kind
more
of
time with these ladies,
events.
keep getting to know them. Try to figure out which one might get that slow jam at the end of the night. You
Not a
understand what I'm saying?
slow
All right,
jam.
fellas, it's a pleasure always.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Dress to impress.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, you know KG gonna do it. Yeah, he got purple and orange go together. Angela.
KG Samoon coming there with a colored tux in a minute. Fuchsia, orange.
What up? You ready to do this, sir?
Okay, AJ and Jason look like they on a double date with Alexis
Today I'm
and
going on a date with
Kyra.
Kyra, Jason, and Alexis.
Okay, which is interesting because I know Jason is liking Kyra and
Already gonna be
Alexis,
trying to skate on ice.
and so
This is gonna be
does
tough. You got
AJ.
it?
No, I don't. Look, I'm gonna hold on to this and I'm gonna hold your hand and I'm gonna let you lead the way.
There we go.
Okay, it looks like AJ and Kyra for now, and Jason and Alexis. They're ice skating, guys.
Yes.
Hey, you said you're a great skater.
Roller skating.
Kyra, we have history, and it ended abruptly, but now it's a whole new ball game.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of space.
Okay.
So we got a history, you know, but I've kept an eye on you. You know, I don't think that I was like immediately, hey, let me be on Kyra. But now I'm gonna tell you now, here, like you're the top people that I'm trying to get to know.
Okay.
Oh, so AJ really in this thing with her
When I
again.
look at AJ, I see a guy who is about his business. He's well educated, he's an engineer. When he can let down that whole BS persona, we have good conversations. And so I'm looking forward to seeing how this continues to blossom.
And Kyra's an attorney and AJ's an
You said you're a
engineer.
great skater. Okay, so enough about all of this.
Yeah, so how's the process going for you?
It's going. When I got to the skating rink and I saw Jason, I was really excited. You know, I wanted to know if he was really feeling me or not, or if he just hadn't made a decision. Would you be ready to come into a relationship where somebody already has a child, or do you really want to just start fresh with somebody?
I'm having a hard time getting you out of what I already seen you as before.
Yep.
Is, just mom.
So let me just tell you this. You don't have to string me along because I don't want to feel like I'm being stringed along,
Yeah.
and I kind of feel like that.
It's tough talking to any woman, especially somebody you know, and you know that they're feeling you, and you have to give them that honesty.
Okay, guys, I want to pack the beginning portion of this date before it goes any further. So, as I said again, it is a double date. It is Alexis and it is Kyra with AJ and Jason. Jason is the basketball coach. Alexis is the former first lady. Kyra is the lawyer or attorney. And then AJ is an engineer. So, history. Both sets of these couples have history. AJ and Kyra went on a date. It was horrible. He didn't pay. His credit card got declined. It was all bad. They kind of smoothed things over. And he's telling her, like, I know I wasn't initially into, not that I wasn't initially into you, but I kept my eye on you, but I didn't initially express that I wanted to get to know you more. But right now I am today. I feel like I really appreciate that in a guy just coming forth and saying, hey, I like you and I'm interested in getting to know you. Sometimes women don't know that just because you may say hi or send them a good morning text does not mean that it is something that you're seriously pursuing or wanting to consider. So definitely put it out there. I like how he did that. She seems to think, once he gets rid of his whole persona of I'm a good guy doing great things and they can just vibe, they have good conversations. So she may be interested in giving him a try. Next up, we have Jason and Alexis. So he is her son's basketball coach. Last episode, he said that, it's kind of hard for him to get her out of stop seeing her as a parent of one of his basketball team students or, the parent of his basketball, the son on the basketball team or whatever. So that whole line he probably has where he does not date parents, it's kind of hard for him to get out of that. So now Alexis asked him outright, which she's very aggressive and forward, but I appreciate that when she has a thought on her mind, she says it, because most other women may just continue on seeing if he'll say something or, feeling some kind of way. She says she's kind of feeling like she's being strung along and she doesn't want that. So is it hard for him to see her in that light? And he said it is hard for him. And so I appreciate that he's being honest and she's being honest. And yeah, I hope that they can figure it out whether they're going to just part their ways and go and date other people or if they can really give it a shot.
I also feel like I haven't been able to see the affectionate or other side of or maybe a more sensual side of you.
I'm used to seeing Alexis as a parent. I'm not used to seeing her as, somebody I'm being intimate with. So, I have to let her know I just don't see her in that light.
I want to be very transparent with you. Just that how I see Alexis is still the same way I tried. It's just not.
Yeah, it's just not a connection.
It's not there for him.
I will say that I was a bit disappointed, but at the end of the day, I always say, let the best queen win, and we're here to make connections, and so now I got the truth. The way that I look at it, I always say, I'm the prize, so there's nothing but queens here.
Yes.
Now I wonder how awkward that's going to be once the show is wrapped. Maybe they'll just be friends by then and they can laugh at it like we tried to date once. It's not like they did anything. They didn't kiss, anything else. She just really came on strong like, I've been watching you. I like you. So that probably could be a little bit awkward. But I feel like after this whole show goes along, maybe they can build a bond. She is one of the ones who I had on my list of people to go home because she's just super aggressive. But although AJ said he didn't like it, he's still kind of hanging in there with her. So, but Jason's saying no now. So there's another person. And then I think Troy was the other guy who really liked her and he's gone home. So maybe she is the one who may go home tonight. Let's see.
At least I'm honest.
And
I love the
the
honesty.
strongest connection with Kyra.
Go after the one you want. I already know who she is.
Yeah.
He really likes Kyra. Okay, now we're at Ron's house. And Stacy, yes, honey, she is working that black dress. She always dresses so cute, but she looks good, guys.
A one-on-one date with
Oh, they're
Mr.
matching. He has on black as well.
At the mixer, Ron and I had the opportunity of having a real deep conversation. I think he's a very genuine guy. And so I was finally happy to spend a little QT with the QT. That is cute. So you cooked me a nice meal? Is this what this is?
I ordered you a nice meal, but it's all good.
At least he's honest. He ordered it. He didn't cook
I heard
it.
from
He
little
ordered
birdie
it.
that Stacy likes seafood. Probably the Creole in her. Also heard she likes champagne.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
He
I'm looking
listened.
forward to learning a little more about her. Like I said, you're married.
Okay, guys, so there is a key for you. He said, I heard that she liked seafood and I heard that she also liked champagne. So he ordered her a nice seafood dinner with a bottle of champagne that he just popped for their date. Like, listen and learn, or at least try to find out what people like. You get points in the book for that. So that's real nice. Stacy's an insurance agent. And Ron is the regional sales director of something, but he also sells caskets. I don't know if that's the same or not, but I think it's two separate jobs.
For so long. What was what happened to start over again like that?
I've been divorced for about 4 years now.
What's been the barrier?
Initially, I wasn't ready. I had to heal a little bit.
Gotcha.
And, you know, my children and our structure and, you know, all of that. Now I'm just in a place where I'm interested in finding just that partner who I can go through life with, that'll have my back and rub my back.
Hey.
I have 3 beautiful children, and I wouldn't just put myself out here if my children weren't ready for someone to come into our lives as well. They're rooting me on, and they're waiting for me to bring someone with me over that finish line. So how have you been feeling about dating?
I know.
Okay, so now I have a different perspective on Stacy as well. So I think Joelle and Vernisha led with that they have kids, but Stacy says she has 3 children of her own, but I don't think that's what she led with, so I didn't even know she had children. I know David also has children. I didn't know he had children until last week. But it gives me a little bit more perspective. I do think she overreacted with David's comment from last week when he was like, well, you wouldn't give your partner, your husband, your wife, your password codes and all that stuff because he needed transparency and kind of no privacy in a marriage. But she's been married before too. She's divorced. She's been divorced for 4 years. So when she said that was coming from a place of hurt and a place of him not being ready for her, maybe she has a little bit more insight because she's been married before too. So maybe she can see that that's an insecurity. But I do think, like he said later on in the show, that it was more of a, we ain't got to talk about phones because I have nothing to hide. So if she needed it, that's fine. If I needed it, it's fine. I think the problem, again, comes in when you can always have it if you need it, but don't be just checking up on me like I have something that you need to see. Yeah.
Oh, girl on my top. Y'all have the game like friends.
Oh, so you're referring to freaking frack, huh?
Freaking friends, yeah. I tell you, dynamic duo.
So that's known now, huh? People know.
Yeah.
Olivia. I love her. The moment we met, I fell in love with Chrysanthemum. And from that moment on, it was like, we're freaking frack. Like, we are soul sisters.
So Stacy and Chrysanthemum are friends.
Chrysanthemum's house the other day.
And both of them are
And
Ron's
your
tops.
name kind of came up, and it seems that we both have an interest in you.
Okay.
So we're getting down to where we have to make connections.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just need clarity from you.
Like,
come on, Ron. Like, who's your real number one? Like, everybody can't be a number one.
Cassandra she's been my top since kind of the beginning.
So Stacy just put him on the spot and was like, basically, me and Chrysanthemum are friends. I went over her house and your name came up. So you need to basically choose. I think this is a little premature as this is her first one-on-one date with him. Chrysanthemum had one last week with him. So, I mean, let him get through this date before he decides which one of y'all he likes better. Because right now it's her because he's been communicating with her and has went on a date with her already. And this is your first date with him. I don't know. This is a dating reality show and it's not like I'm coming, I'm picking you, and that's it. So I think she's doing a little much. Let's see what his answer is.
Date with Stacy was kind of awkward since the beginning. Stacy was the woman I was kind of looking for, but she made me choose between her and Chrysanthemum. We fit, easy fit, right? You know what I mean? We don't let that fire each other. We like doing a lot of the same things, to travel, hanging out, her little sass. I chose Chrysanthemum because I had a better connection with her than Stacy.
He just went on a first date with Stacy, right? It's awkward. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's too soon. It's only been a mixer 2 weeks of dates, and this is actually her first date that we've seen. I know that they probably date and talk outside of the show, or outside of taping, but this is the first date we've seen her on with him. So for you to be like, which one of us? And it's not even at the end of your date. It's like in the middle. Y'all just sat out for dinner. She did too much. But basically, he picked Chrysanthemum, or Chris as he calls her. He said they live close by each other. They like the same stuff. She's a flight attendant. He loves to travel. You know, he had that whole thing about a woman staying home and taking care of the kids. And he thinks that they have the same values because she has old school values as well. So Stacy, shouldn't have made him pick so soon. Chris from last season, and Amber, one of my top 3. They're 10 years apart. He's 41, radio personality. She's a DA lawyer, 31.
I'm always down.
I absolutely love Amber's unconventional thought process. That was the thing that drew me to her. She a real one.
Oh my goodness, he got it.
Now we're going to repeat the mantra.
Now listen, Chris is spiritual, all that. He's evolved and all that stuff. She comes on a date. She meets him at his house for a date. She has on this cute little sweater dress, legs out, and some shoes. He got her getting on the grass on her knees so they can do some mantras. Chris, you need to let people know what we're going to be doing on a date because she is not dressed appropriately. I mean, he helped her down there on the... I mean, I guess he got something laid out on the grass, but I would not be happy about this. But Amber may like it. I mean, I would have been like, okay, can we do this today when I got on jeans? Let me know what we're going to do.
Because today I am happy.
Today I am happy.
Today I am strong.
Today I am strong. Meditating is something that we're both interested in. He's given me these mantras to say, which was actually very empowering. I got to see him on a different scale and show more of his strong side, powerful.
So she likes it.
Great.
She's not complaining about the grass. That's your girl, Stacy. I'm not about that life. In my cute dress, on my knees in the grass.
That I have is just a very natural flow. We're friends already to me. Like, this is the guy I'm interested in. So to me, you can only go up. So what are your intentions? How do you feel about marriage?
My thoughts on marriage is, hey, you want to get married? Let's get married. I don't think that marriage has to be the epitome of the relationship.
You are okay with being in a long-term committed relationship and that you don't have to get married?
If we want to do it, like, let's do it. But is that the ultimate goal? No.
I get what you're saying, though, because I feel the same way. To me, if I have a soulmate, everything else will come, is how I think.
Damn, we on the same, like, this is too, like, really, who are you?
They're my
The
number
date
2.
with Amber and I, it felt really good and natural. And I love how she is accepting me for me and everything that is coming with it.
They are just so cute and
right.
chocolatey.
Thank you for meeting
I
with me.
love their melanin is popping.
Always.
Okay, Ron, I guess he on a date with... It's like he's taking a dance class.
With Chris. So it was an opportunity to do a group date.
Chris
at a salsa
Cynthia.
lounge.
Oh, he's doing a group date though. But he's with
Saturday
Chris.
came in the building. That was the first time I seen her with the cleavage and the slit in the dress. She came with it. Let's start off with the basics.
Cute. Her dress is cute,
Y'all
cute.
freestyle a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, Vernisha, Joel, Dietrich, and what's the comedian's name?
I did think we was gonna have
Tressa. Tressa's there.
but it was Ron.
This is cool because they are all the couples that like each other.
We had a Ron instructor.
Oh, Ron is the instructor.
But it was real sexy. It was cool.
So the ear, and the ears. I like sexy salsa, so I like the hips moving. I like to put the hands on the back.
Okay.
Teach them the way for the guys, to kind of get a little closer to the females, and I think the guys appreciated it.
This is not salsa.
We're gonna move y'all here to practice. I was teaching everybody kind of in the group, and then I split up Joelle and Benicia, Tress, and teacher in a different room. Spin around and you meet her back at the steps.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if that's a
Oh, he gave them a little one-on-one time in their own separate rooms to practice.
One-on-one.
Can I tell you something?
Joel trying to just do a little two-step.
And then I grab it, boom, like that. And then look, it ain't like that.
He just gonna do a slow
I
dance. He
feel a
ain't doing
connection with
salsa
her.
no more.
That's a young lady that's been through something. She been through life. She's overcame some obstacles. You know, we vibing on the wave while I think she's the one right now. Put it right here. Look.
I think our connection is easy. It's not
It's
forced.
another one of my
I don't
top
have
couples.
to chase him.
Bang.
It's just natural. It just meshes.
Playing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bernicia got body, guys. This black ensemble she has on,
Ladies
honey.
lounge, talking about tops and stuff.
Waist snatched,
Apparently.
hips, but
Somebody else
listen.
is your number one. Well, is or was. During the ladies' lounge, Alexis confirmed that she was Ron's number one.
Ron, he started at the bottom, now he's here. As we've been talking every single day, what I've learned about Ron is that he's definitely looking to get married. And he has told me that I am his number one.
Pause. So Alexis, former first lady. So apparently they are, I knew they would be communicating outside of the show, but they are apparently communicating and maybe linking up because Alexis said that Ron moved from her bottom to her top and she talks to him every day and he says she's his number one. Like, they ain't even been on no date. In my mind, I ain't seen them on no dates together. Not a group date, not a single date, not a one-on-one, not a 2-for-1, not a 3-on-3, whatever. But she's number one. So Chris is coming with him like, Ron, apparently I found out that Alexis is your number one. You started, she was your number one. I thought I was your number one. So it's a little, let's see how he answers.
Now I got a top 3.
So that's
I'm not
still
sure.
the same?
Chrysanthemum, I like hanging around with her, but I happen to have, a little stronger connection with Alexis. We talk on the phone all the time. I ain't gonna lie, right now I'm pretty torn. The girl's my top, just trying to figure it out. I'll still be in the same order, probably. It's just about, we got some layers to, you know we do. Got some layers to come,
Okay.
We got some layers to come.
Okay, hold on now. Ron wasn't my number one at first. But after our first date, he had kind of like skyrocketed up. So just to hear that I was number 2, I was like, oh, hold on. You didn't figure it out, sir. If not, we're going to have some problems.
She not feeling that number 2, honey.
Number 1 and number 2.
That's what you just said.
I'm looking for a partner. Can you be that?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you be that? That's the
You
question.
said you see that in me, so
I see signs of it, but it's consistent. The consistent in it, do it.
Okay.
I think her saying I gotta be number one in this was a selfish move. It was kind of not about me and my process and what I needed, what I'm going through, but more about her, maybe her ego about it. It is not a game to me.
It's a drink. I don't want to ask no more.
Okay, so let me take it back for y'all. So Ron's on a date. Okay, remember yesterday he went on a date with Stacy, which is one of Chrysanthemum's good friends from the show. And she made him choose. So he said Chris. But then Chris remembered that Alexis said he told her he was his number one. She was his number one. So here's the thing. He thinks that it's selfish of Chris to be like, I'm not number 2. And he thinks it's like a game. Talking about this is not a game. I think it was selfish of her to say that. No, Ron. How this works is you shouldn't have any number ones at this point in time. Maybe you have a top 3. These are the women I'm interested in. Stop telling people you're not my number 1. Stop telling people you're number 2. Just stop it. And the women should stop asking that question too. Like, am I your top? Leave it at that, because tomorrow they may say something or do something that makes them move, or you meet somebody else, or you go on a date with somebody else, and then now they're in a different spot, and now you keep on arguing about who number 1 and number 2. So I don't think that was, especially because he's her number 1, and now she's like, but I'm number 2. That's going to make her give you less energy. She's going to match your energy. She's going to give you number 2 energy and find her another number 1. So stop it with your number this and your number that. That's the issue. Not her being selfish. It makes her feel away.
Dietrich asked me on a date. Dietrich said that I had the best personality. And
Tressa and Dietrich are finally going on their spice date.
But no man has ever just been like, man, did you see the set of personalities on her? I'm moving forward with confidence, you know. I was spicy for the spice room. Papa.
Hey.
She looking cute.
You said the spice store. I mean, this is it.
Yeah,
Stop calling him Papa. That's my number one
I
tip for
invite
Tressa.
Tressa out more than anything to get a different vibe from her. I want to see where the attraction is. I felt a little something, you know, so I was like, well, let me give it a chance. This is my to-go spot. My favorite one is the harissa, and that's actually
Never heard of this.
It's an African spice.
So like fufu, for example, do you ever make that hot? Okay.
No, I don't dib and dab. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Never ever use imitation vanilla.
Really? Why not?
Because the process that they use is nasty.
Oh.
So a beaver has a sac,
Okay.
an anal sac,
Right.
and the extract from it smells
From the
like
smell,
that, and
okay.
that's what they put in there. So yeah, so you don't want.
We don't need none of that.
Yeah, you like.
That wasn't no good date
just a little more
conversation.
time with her so that I could see where that would lead to. But the vibe was still the same. I felt like I was with the homie.
There's just so much here.
Yeah, we could go all day, but I just wanted to invite you because.
Well, you kept your word. Now, since we've been going through this, have you got a chance to like talk with some of us more than others?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
At this point with Dietrich, I am just gonna observe. I'll give it one more chance just to see if he will show some actual interest. But I want a man who is aggressive, who knows what he wants, and he is gonna come get it.
Okay, guys. So I got to give y'all backstory on Tressa. I know y'all been watching. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But if you haven't, Tressa and Dietrich. First day, she asked him, am I your type of woman? Am I your type? And he said, you used to be, but you're not anymore. Okay? Fast forward, they went on this little group situation, and he was saying, you know what? You have the best personality I've ever run across. So he wants to give her a try. To say, we're going to go on a date. Asked out and everything. Kept her around, right? Now they're there. And my thoughts were, you're not attracted to the person. Is not going. For me personally, it doesn't just grow. If there's no kind of chemistry, it doesn't have to be like instant attraction, but like at least I feel like you're attractive. You have a great personality as like a combination, but he not really feeling it, and basically she not either. She said she wants somebody that's gonna be aggressive and show them that they're attracted to each other. He feel like he with the homie. Nobody want to feel like that. Nobody wants to make a man feel like you're the homie. I mean, unless literally you friend zoned him already.
That's why I like this journey, because I get a chance to talk to you, because a lot of, with the voluptuous women, some men will sleep with us, but not necessarily take it further, you know, and that's what it is. We can figure out if there really truly is a connection.
Let's see if he gonna be honest like Jason.
If a man wants you, you gonna know it. And he gonna do whatever he possibly has to do to get you. If he not doing that,
I'm not interested. I did not have the vibe that he was trying to lick spices off my arm. I really didn't. It still was a good experience, but that man ain't interested in me, and that is cool. So I'm ready to explore.
So what I do not like about Dietrich in this moment, she said that question. I mean, she said that outright, and he gave an answer instead of him taking that opportunity to tell her, like, I did want to see what we can be, but I kind of still got the same vibe. I don't know if we both feel the same way. He could have said that, but what he just said is if a man wants you, you're going to know it. If he's not doing that, then he don't. Which he's not, because he doesn't want her. But Jason told Alexis, I can't get you out of the my athlete's mother category, and I'm more interested in somebody else. He let her know. Ron, when Stacy asked who his number one was, or could he pick between her and Chris, he picked Chris. Like, Dietrich, I know you don't want to hurt her feelings, but she got the vibe, so just be honest. That's the part I didn't like, is that he just kind of skirted over that.
for the other connections that I have.
I greatly appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ah, it's Masquerade ball time. Yes, Chris, red. Yes, they are fabulous.
Masquerade ball.
Okay.
This is going to be the first time everyone's in the same place at the same time since the brunch.
Yes, Kyra's does.
The men have the power this week, and it's a possibility that one of these connections that I have with the ladies is not going to be strong enough to carry her through into the next phase. So let the games begin.
Okay, Alexis
Let
Ford.
me tell you, I came to slay and not to play.
Okay,
I
Alexis.
came in there looking like I was getting ready to get married. You know why?
She's icy, and it did look like a wedding dress. I thought about that.
Happen. You know, I like to keep up with my brand, Lexus Fly.
Mystery.
Who is it?
Liz.
Oh, Liz looks amazing. Sexy, honey.
Into the masquerade ball.
Her hair is straight. She been wearing it curly the whole time. She got a little cleavage showing. David loves it. Yes, pink dress.
You look amazing.
Yes, she does, David.
Me, okay?
Yes, Liz. She looks
You did real
gorgeous.
good. I had not seen Liz come hard like that. Dressed to the nine, hair laid, earrings on point. She really kind of showed off like, yo, whatever you thought, felt, or whatever you thought you knew, you didn't know nothing.
Yes,
Seriously.
David. That's where she
Don't tell them too
came
much
to
stuff.
select.
People already think we together, and I want them to think that. I want people to know. Yeah.
He said people already think we're together, and I want them to think that.
I really
Don't
have
get
a
too
strong
far.
connection with David.
I like that he's
Because we were
expressing
raised
what he
kind of the
wants
same way, and
to her, not to everybody else, to her. All the guys taking notice.
Her swag, her swag.
Jason like,
I didn't
okay.
expect her to come like that, violent.
Look who's talking.
Yes, Stacy's dress. They came to Soleil. So all of them been working out, honey. They just fit.
Look at y'all. Okay.
They look good.
In the building. Liz, wait till Pastor see this. Listen, it is my pleasure to host you tonight for our first Ready to Love Masquerade Ball. Now, hosting things by myself can leave your boy a little lonely sometimes.
Maybe his wife is gonna come.
Hey, come on, y'all. A beautiful event.
Nephew
like
Tommy
this.
might bring his
Couldn't
wife.
be the same without my favorite person. My ride or die. Put your hands together for the one and only Jacqueline Miles.
His wife came to the masquerade ball.
So, tonight, I want you to use this moment to show each other exactly who you are.
Okay, so on the date, at the masquerade ball, Stacy takes it upon herself to go and talk to Ron about him and Chrysanthemum. My thing is, Stacy, once you got yourself out of that little love triangle, just let them have their own relationship. I just think she's doing too much, and she's definitely irritating Ron. At this point, she's basically telling him, like, well, if you had it together, you would know she'd be your number one because you're now female. You need to go and take charge and do all this stuff. Leave him alone. Leave them alone. She was having a good time with Dietrich over there. I don't know what's going on, but Stacey needs to mind her business. At least that's my thoughts.
You're sitting over here so beautifully.
Alexis is over there by herself.
Okay, well, I am here to talk.
Talking to nephew
We
Thomas'
go
wife,
into a marriage, we say we want a happy marriage, and what I'm really looking for is joy, because that's everlasting.
It's
because, feelings change. One day you're going to like him, and one day you're like,
That's what I said. You have to be friends. Because you fall in and out of love. And then there's going to be days that you don't. You have to like them and you have to love them. There's going to be days you don't like them, but you stick in there because you do love them. Not saying that it's going to be easy.
I needed to hear that, because going into my future marriage that I hope will be with somebody here, it was a reminder to make sure that you don't give up when times get hard, you don't throw away the towel. So I really appreciated her advice, and definitely keeping it in my pocket for the future.
Well, good luck. I hope you find your love.
I hope so too.
some champagne.
Freaking flat. Freaking flat.
So why they call y'all freaking friends?
We're best friends.
Best friends.
I have bonded with my sister wife. No. But me and Stacy, we are frick and frack. I love her.
It seems like the duo is a little intimidating to a lot of y'all men are scared of this duo.
I will say that you two are the most intimidating.
You're saying that you will allow another person to block your blessing. Clearly. That's what it sounds like to me.
Stacy, her and Chrysanthemum, who we call frickin' frack, they were just together too much. Didn't get to know Chrysanthemum without the mention or inclusion or input of Stacy.
Chrysanthemum.
Okay, guys. So again, here we go. I've been saying this for the entire episode. Chris and Stacy, Chrysanthemum and Stacy are besties, show besties, and so the guys are noticing like Chris from last season is like they call them frickin' frag. They're that tight and always be together and always talking about one or the other. Stacy was just talking around about Chris when Chris wasn't even present. Now they all together. Chris was like they were together too much at this masquerade ball. They weren't trying to find love. They were just hanging out as best friends and drinking and having a good time.
Let me ask you, since y'all freaking frat,
Yes.
do y'all actually like some of the same guys?
We do.
Every
God.
time he's asked.
We know.
At some point, we gotta, freak gotta be freak and frat gotta be frat.
Yeah.
We gotta separate that. Okay. Okay.
I need you to hold their feet to the coat. And they all say the same stuff.
Okay.
We didn't expect y'all to be so close. We didn't come here for that. Well, yeah, we want you to look. They have to the bro power. Jesus.
In his name. Amen. Drink to that.
Stacy looks drunk.
How y'all doing, man?
Good, man.
How the ladies, how the mixing up going?
1 and 2 is
Okay.
Stacy and Chrysanthemum. There we go.
I count that. One.
That's my
Everybody go, no, they best friends.
Everybody's saying they the same, but they everybody's one
It
of
does honestly seem like some men want us to pursue.
I don't have time for that. I'm a lady. A man that finds a wife finds a thing.
Yes.
You're looking great.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, the whole night I'm looking at Liz, and I just made it.
Oh, Jason wanna go talk to
Get
Liz.
this woman along.
You know how it is, you know, when you're open, you have to be vulnerable, but also you have to be cautious of your heart.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I like that. Thank you. But you have to be cautious of your heart at the same time.
Do you
Liz
think
looks
that I can be a
gorgeous,
match
guys.
for you?
That's a great question. Your spirituality, your upbringing, that's attractive to me. I want somebody that's really striving to become the best version of themselves.
Yeah.
And to me, I feel like that partner would fit most of me.
She's animated, that true self of her starting to come out. I feel the connection, I feel the vibe. That actually made me feel some type of way. And at the same time, you know, you rubbing on my leg, you know.
David ain't gonna like this guy.
Made me feel some type of way.
Who are your top picks and why?
You one of them.
Okay.
I know that you God fan. You ladylike. It's like a Michelle Obama presence with you.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
Thank you. No. Thank you.
Yes.
So, yes, you are one of my top picks.
I am in a conundrum. I was feeling David already, but I would love to go on a one-on-one date with Jason. I really love Jason's vibe. I love the person that he is, and I want to get to know him more so we can just see if that chemistry was either for a moment or if it could be for a lifetime.
I'm telling you, that's the eyes wide shut party.
That's that Tom Cruise movie, right?
Yeah.
Got a little freaky, didn't it?
Whoop, whoop. Go on, police.
Lex look great. I mean, I already knew she was gonna come with it.
This is another one of the lovely ladies.
Lex's drink looks too fancy.
I was talking to, of course, Ron.
I need to come in for the real buddy.
I see you gonna try to run over there and talk to your little number one. Go on over there. 'Cause I see you wanna run over there.
Okay, so Ron was talking to Chrysanthemum. I don't know if the conversation had ended or what, but he didn't even excuse himself. Alexis walks past and gives Joelle a hug and goes toward the bar. And Ron just kind of makes his way to Alexis while Chris was still talking to him. Now that, I know that made her feel away. And at this point, I think she just needs to see who else is out there before she gets sent home. 1, for being a freaking frat, and 2, for not being chose by Ron, because he's all into Alexis right now. At least she needed a couple more guys. But there are. Dietrich likes her a lot, and some other people got her that wanted to.
I'm trying to run over there and talk to your little number 1. Go on over there. Because I see you want to run over there.
I can just feel the eyes to Chrysanthemum, like, beating on the back of my head, like, how dare you.
You look very, very nice. With Ron, we have been talking on the phone up to this point, and it was definitely a connection there. He's intelligent, he definitely has things to offer and bring to the table, and he's ready to have a family. But AJ's still in the mix. I still have feelings for AJ.
I saw Chris trying to snatch it up over there when I came in.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about her? Because at the deliberation, her and Stacey was making it seem as if like you and her had this crazy connection that you were actually choosing her as your number 1.
Yes, I did tell her that you my number 1. Everybody has told her.
She made it seem like a painted this picture that y'all was like really down for each other. So I just wanted to talk to you about that because it was interesting to me. It's always Alexis and Chrysanthemum. She likes the same people I like, AJ and Ron. And here's the thing. I like to compete and I like to win, but I ain't really into necessarily competing with a woman over a man. So I've been this whole time trying to figure out, is there a true connection between her and Ron? And so I need to know, do you think that she's interested in you for the right reasons?
I don't know. I think if it is genuine that she will open up. If it ain't, then she's going to be surface level as she'll sound, you know?
Okay, so this is another thing I don't like. So these women, 1, they are putting the men on the spot, like, oh, so who's your number 1? Or she told me this, that, and the other. But like Alexis is saying, well, are you sure she's here for the right reasons? What are the right reasons? Why else would she be interested in him? All these men are successful. All these men probably have money. Like, I don't understand why she thinks she would be here for any other reason than the reason she's on this whole show. And Alexis, the same reason you're on this show. And you like somebody else, so what is the issue? I don't know about that. And then for Ron to comment back to Alexis and say, you know, if she is, then it'll get deeper. And if not, it'll be just surface level like it is now. Why are you even talking to her about your relationship with somebody else? You should say, well, let's just focus on our conversation with each other. I don't like it. It's a little messy. I think Chrysanthemum needs to move on from him because I don't like it. They're definitely not going to be in my top 3. I don't like it. Because here's the thing. If she felt secure in whatever they have, she probably would open up more. But she's probably guarding herself because you talking about somebody else, your number 1.
It makes it look like it's crazy. The guy was supposed to be
They
dead.
invite me to the wedding.
Oh yeah?
Invite me to the wedding. And that's all I want to know.
Yeah, baby. Invite me to the wedding.
Yeah, I'm the best man though.
Gotcha,
Jason just comes up to Joel and Vernisha like, invite me to the wedding. I'm going to be the best man. Invite me to the wedding. Hi guys. As you can see, I've changed appearance. I've changed outfits. And it's actually changed days. So I watched Ready to Love Season 4, Episode 5 on Saturday. Today is Sunday. I got ready to edit and I realized that I must have forgot to press record. So the very end of my commentary, I'm so sorry you guys missed my honest reaction and my shock at who was eliminated. So let me take you back. Last we talked, we were at the Masquerade. Yeah, we're at the Masquerade and frickin' frack, Stacy and Chrysanthemum always together. The guys weren't really feeling that. It was just too much. Stacy was in Chrysanthemum's business, talking to Ron, all this. Chris had a conversation with Ron at the Masquerade ball. Alexis Flower walks in and Ron runs behind her. I don't even think he ended the conversation with Chris, and she definitely made note of it. So I don't know how far they're going to go, but get back to deliberations. Now all the guys are in the man cave with Tommy, and he asks like, okay, so who y'all feeling, who y'all not feeling, right? So there was a lot of Stacy and Chris who are now the season 4 BFFs. They're besties now. They hang out outside of the show. They talking for each other, speaking for each other. At least Stacy is. She was a bit aggressive. That's what Dietrich said. So Dietrich says she's kind of aggressive, which to me is like, okay, so I think Alexis Fly is a bit aggressive, but I guess it's more in a sexual manner. So the guys kind of still like her like that. But with Stacy, she's telling Ron at the Masquerade ball, like, yeah, you have her number 2. Well, if you were an alpha man, like I know you are, you'd be doing stuff and it wouldn't be a question about her being in number 2. I'm like, Stacy, you've already asked this man on your date, on your first date with him, to pick between the two of you guys. He didn't pick you. So just stay out of it. Like, she was doing absolutely too much. Of course, that rubbed Ron the wrong way. Dietrich said Stacy was a bit aggressive. Of course, the name that always comes up, Tressa. Tressa came up again because her and Dietrich actually had a date this time. And they were at a spice store, but there was no spiciness to this date. They weren't into each other. It was kind of mutual. Now, what I don't like about it is when she said something to him about how do you know if a guy likes you or something, his comments, I think that was the perfect opportunity for him to say, you know what? I was trying to see if we had a connection, some chemistry, but I'm really not feeling it. I think that's kind of mutual. Do you agree? Or something like that. Dietrich took the, okay, let's put you in the shoes of someone else or put me in the shoes of someone else. Like, if a guy was into you, you would know it. He'd be doing all things. He'd be making an effort. If he's not doing it, he's not into you. Instead of him just saying, I'm not doing it, Tressa, because I'm not that into you. Which I knew it from the beginning. Like, I was trying to hold out hope for the two of them to see if he could change his mind, change his type, change his attraction. Didn't work out. I didn't really think it could, but who am I? He said he was going to try it. They tried it. They went on that date to the spice store. She was super cute, like curvaceous, nice little body hugging dress. He wasn't feeling it. Makeup was cute and everything. So get back to the man cave. Tommy says, listen, okay, I think y'all done made a decision. Y'all need to go and sit these ladies down. So this is what really boggles my mind. So I don't know if every time the elimination is like the same time of week, same day of the week or what, because it seems like when the person being eliminated goes to meet up with these people they maybe have gone on a date with before, haven't gone on a date with before, they never really know that it's been a deliberation and that it's time to be possibly sent home. So David goes and talks to Stacy, which is karma, because she's the one who told him that he had a second chance. He was actually ready to love after, I think, the date she had with him where, I don't know, I thought she went and talked to him, but I might be wrong. I think one episode she did tell him that he might be in the bottom. Okay, so he's talking to her and he's basically saying, like, you ran with that. You misinterpreted what I was saying about like privacy and passwords and all that stuff. And then you shared it with all the ladies, and all the men basically seem to think that you are not genuine. So that was the first time I'd heard that. Now, I didn't know she was all in Chris's business. Like, she wasn't really making her own connections at the Masquerade ball. They were just like always together. And the guy was like, well, I can talk to one without talking to the other. And I really just want to talk to one or the other. So David is talking to Stacy. He tells her that she's disingenuous. And in that moment, she's like, I feel like I was cheated out of this experience. And none of the guys said this to my face. Basically, like, they didn't tell me this. And people were just, I guess, telling her what they thought she wanted to hear, or maybe that they were into her. And so she was super surprised. I was so surprised. If y'all would have saw the original footage, I was like, for so long, because I didn't see it. And it was like no buildup. You know how they go between one and the other? David just came out and said, and we've determined that you're not ready to love. And Stacy got sent home, guys. I was like, wait, what? What just happened? Like, Dietrich was not Dietrich. Who talked? Oh, Joelle was talking to Tressa. So Tressa and Stacy were the final two, bottom for the men. And David just talking to her and basically was like, we've determined that you're not ready to love. Stacy crying and everything. And then in the commentary for David, he was like, that's the first time that I feel like she was actually being genuine this whole process. And it's too late. And that's unfortunate. And I don't know how I feel about that because I did not see her going home. She, mind blown. Like, I didn't see that one coming. Now Tressa, I saw that one coming. So then they go back to Tressa and Joelle. So when she comes in, she's like, oh, hey, nice to be on a date with you. That's why, again, I'm like, how do they not know that it's elimination night? Like, because she seems super excited to be on a date with Joelle. And I'm like, ma'am, they just had a deliberation and you about to go home, possibly, right? So they're chatting and he's basically like, man, there wasn't enough people there to, you know, root for you this time. Because all the guys were saying again that they got homegirl vibes. They didn't have any romantic connection to her. And even Dietrich flipped because remember last week after he decided he wanted to kind of pursue her and see what things could be, he fought hard for her. And so did Joelle because he likes curvaceous women too. So he was liking her. But I think Joelle is so into Vernisha right now, he hasn't really given her a try. And so maybe that's why she thought that's what this day was about. So she cries to it. He's like, you're a great person. People love you. But, you know, we determined you're not ready to love. 2 people went home. 2 people. Tommy didn't tell them to send 2 people home. So this is not a game. These men are out here like, we're not playing these games with you guys. If you're not, we're going to send you home. So I was shocked. Now, I thought Tressa was going home. But how they did it, they showed Stacy going home first and then Tressa. So after Stacy went home, I thought maybe Tressa got to stay. No, she did not. They sent 2 women home. So now I think that 5 people are gone, 3 guys and 2 women. So I don't know if that means maybe a man goes home next time, another woman. I don't know because I don't think they're even anymore. But yeah, so the one thing I can say is that now that Stacey's gone, I feel like Chrysanthemum can actually get a chance to get to know these people without that whole freaking frat high school best friend that I just met 2 weeks ago. Because I'm like, y'all literally just met. I understand that you guys clicked very well. But at the same time, y'all supposedly been looking for love for some time now. So that should be kind of on the back burner. Y'all can do both, but don't make it interrupt what's going on with the show and with you finding love. So I do feel bad about it, but hopefully Stacey can still find somebody. I don't know if anybody there was for her, or maybe somebody gets sent home later and they'll still end up like connecting after the show. Maybe she thinks about what they said. But yeah, guys, mind freaking blown. I did not see Stacey going home at all. She's super cute, super intelligent, but she was quite aggressive in this last episode, and I believe she was also the one who kind of initiated the whole Christian from the Mixer episode 1, the mailman, when she was like, you have to come and talk to people. And I think Kyra ended up talking to him, but I think she's the first one who started that. Then she told Ron what he needs to do, and then on her first day with Ron, she's like, you need to choose between me and my new best friend. Girl, calm down. I feel sorry. I hope she finds love. But guys, let me know in the comments below, did y'all see Stacy going home? I just knew she was going to be here longer. Lord have mercy. Because it looked like other people were into her, but I guess they did not like that freaking frack situation at all. And then the aggression on top of it, they were over it so quickly. But yes, guys, I am so excited. I'm surprised each and every episode. Thank you guys for coming back time and time again. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching another episode of the Simpli Living Podcast. You guys can also check it out if you don't want to watch it visually on Anchor.fm, also on Spotify, Google Podcasts, basically all the podcasts. I don't think we're on Apple Podcasts just yet, but all the other ones, we're there. So check us out. And Anchor.fm is run by Spotify. So also there. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Please come back. I cannot wait till next week because they are serious. There are no games to be played. They cutting people when Tommy don't even tell them they need to cut people. Now that tells you something. But yes, share my videos, share the knowledge, share the wealth, let people in on our little conversation so they can get all acquainted with the cast of season 4 of Ready to Love on the OWN network. Until next time, ciao.